Good morning and welcome back for another video of myself, Darren, HGV Class 1 driver here in the UK. And it's a really weird one today, it really is, and it's only 4:15. It's not every day you bump into one of your subscribers at 3:30 in the morning. So I pulled over at services, get some fuel, and bumped into one of my subscribers, Jake. Boom. So thank you very much for watching, mate. I really do appreciate all the support and everything. So thank you very much for that. And then secondly, I've arrived in work and one of the night supervisors, or afternoon supervisors, by mistake by the way, because it was a bit of a confusion, they've given my truck away to one of the night drivers. So I came in this morning and my truck's not here. I'm like, okay, where is it? So plan of action, what I'm going to be doing now, I'm going to be using a different unit for the time being, loading up at the hub, and then once I'm loaded up at the hub, I'm going to give Ray, the night driver, a call to see where he's at, because he's in Midlands. He's coming up, I'll be going down, and we'll go meet each other at services, switch vehicles, because everything is in the truck that I need for the night out, etc. So fingers crossed it comes together really. And then do some manual entries, started at 4, over work until now. Jobs are good. Trailer checks are all done, and we're all connected to the trailer for now. And all I need to do is go over to the hub, get loaded up, and then just give Ray a ring where he's at. That is a very, very nice truck, isn't it? Don't see many of them these days. We're up now at Lim Services, so I'm just waiting for Ray. Should be in the next 15 minutes or so. But meeting up at the services, doing where we are now, it just saves a lot of messing about, a lot of time. Otherwise, we'll be waiting around at our yard till about 7 o'clock before we can leave. So at least I'm 25 minutes, half hour down the road already. Try and save as much time as we can now, that's what we're trying to do. Would you just look at that for a nice sunrise over there. Really beautiful. And there's Ray as well, it's just arrived, perfect timing. Time's just hit 6:30 and I've got the beautiful Nemesis back, and Ray's just about to depart now. He should be back at the yard for about 7 o'clock, give or take. Try and snake around the fuel pump. Yep, got past there all right. Got these really raised curbs by these pumps. Certainly some lovely views out the office window this morning. Just got sunrise coming up now here on the left. Looks to be a really nice day today as well, doesn't it? If it's anything like yesterday where it got to 28 degrees somehow, well, we're in for a scorcher. To get to where we need to go this morning, the first job is North London. And it's that place on Cumberland Avenue or Cumberland Road that I've delivered a few times. A little bit of a tight reverse to get to the yard. Hopefully the traffic's not too bad around that region. I've got 186 miles still to go. And 4 hours driving from now as well. Unfortunately, I've only got 3 hours and 15 minutes left of driving time before I need to pull over and take a 45-minute break to clear the driving time directive. But also that will cover the working time directive. So it's currently 6:45, so I'll be pretty much bang on 10 o'clock when I take a break, and that'll clear both working time and driving time then at the same time, so that'll be 6 hours in work before I reach the destination. That's quite a long time, that, isn't it? That's quite cool, isn't it? The layer of fog on the field there to the left that you can see. It looks really crazy, that. It's like a little blanket. So something tells me today is going to be a long day, unfortunately. Just coming up now towards junction 15 for Stoke South, and traffic's getting really built up at the moment, but I presume just a little bit of congestion because of the low sun. So it's very bright there at the moment. I think I might need to start bringing my sunshades with me to work. So it's worth having like a cheap pair with you because they get damaged. Especially if it's just left in the drawer all the time or in your work bag. If you buy a couple for like a £5 or something, it's not too bad, is it? But it does the job. Well, that's really, really bright. Yeah, definitely gonna be getting sunglasses in the bag when I get home. Woo. Can't see a thing up there to the left. It looks nice though. Definitely gonna be a long day of this, isn't it? Definitely. Just had to fuel up for the services as well because we had half a tank, and there's not many service stations down south except the UK fuel card, especially around the M25 ring road. So I was trying to fuel up on the way down. Stafford services are quite good because it's got a little as to go, so you can save yourself some money there as well, get a nice little meal deal, about £4 instead of paying £8 for a Macca's on the services. So I've got that today. Nice chicken and Caesar wrap. Still got 148 miles left to go. And yeah, it's 8 o'clock. Oh my word. It's just one thing after the other today, isn't it? It really is. Might be a little bit of a struggle today. Try and get everything delivered and then make a collection on the way back up. On a good note though, instead of going through Birmingham, I'm going jumping down at the M6 toll road. So hopefully that should save a little bit of time. Straight from the M6 toll road, go jump up down onto the M42 and then straight onto the M40. Traffic can be quite heavy though on the M42 though, a little southbound ring road for Birmingham. So I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad when we get there though. Traffic's a lot better down here now, isn't it, on the toll road? Just in case you're wondering, on the toll road in the M6 for a truck, it's a whopping £17.20. Yeah, it's not cheap, that, is it? Where is this fog come from again? I feel like I'm driving into Silent Hill. Can't see anything up there. I need to stick the lights on. Get the fog lights on the truck as well. And with the sun as well, it makes it a little bit more difficult to see, doesn't it? So just take extra care when you're driving in any weather conditions at the moment, folks. Not the best conditions right now. Should clear out a little bit later on though, I reckon. Just about to see the toll road there, can't you, with the fog, it's that thick. My word. They've got a toll tag. I think our company could probably use with a toll tag, to be honest. Make it a bit easier, wouldn't it? 17.20. Stick that on the old credit card. Claim it back later on tonight. It's not too bad, it takes about 3 or 4 days to come back into my account. Yeah, pretty quick, to be fair. Right then, at least it saves going around Birmingham anyway, cuts all that traffic out. Unfortunately, after coming out of the M6 toll road, we've been greeted with this. Traffic pretty much at a standstill at the M42. I've just come off the M6 bit onto the slip road for the M42. You do have a lot of merging traffic though from one of the other roads here on the left hand side. So that always puts you back a little bit, doesn't it, with congestion. And to be honest with you, I think it is just congestion though. Going to the sat nav, it is 110 miles still to go, so we've got a long way still to go. And I've got 2 hours and 15 minutes. It's currently 8:45, looking at 11 o'clock before I do get there. And I've got 2 hours and 9 minutes driving time. I do need to take a 15-minute break though before 10 o'clock, so it covers the working time 6-hour directive. And with the 30-minute driving time directive as well added onto that, I'm looking realistically about 12 o'clock getting there with traffic on top of everything else. If you get there before 12 o'clock though, it's still a little bit hit and miss whether I'm going to be at the collection for 4 o'clock that I've got planned. So I'm going to give the office a call in a minute, just to give them a nice heads up, just in case we can get it put back to say 5 o'clock. And because I did start at 4 AM this morning, I can work a maximum of 15 hours on a day. So I can work until 7 o'clock tonight legally, if I've got enough driving time along with that as well. If I have to use a 10-hour driving time today, I'll need to have my 9 hours, well, do 4.5 hours driving, 45-minute break, then I can drive for another 4.5 hours, and then I need a 45-minute break again after that. So that gives me 9 hours in total, and then after the break, it'll then extend it for 1 hour for 10 hours in total of driving time. And the way traffic's looking at the moment, it might be one of the options to do this week, unfortunately. Unfortunately, that has been the cause of all the traffic. A truck has gone into the back of a bus. Doesn't look like anybody's hurt, 'cause luckily they're both large vehicles. It looks like it's been whacked in the back of the bus, though, wasn't it? And there we go, back to free-flowing traffic. That's what we want. And as to say, things can only get better, eh? You got to be an optimist. Just coming up to junction 5 now on the M40. Truck's going a little bit slow. Might be heavy loaded. Still got 33 miles until to get to the destination. And about 45 minutes left of driving. However, Beaconsfield is about 15 miles away. So I'm going to be stopping over at Beaconsfield for 45 minutes, take my break. Because I've only got 33 minutes of driving time left. The last thing I want to be doing is trying to find somewhere safe to pull over to have a break whilst you're in London, because there's red lines everywhere, double yellows everywhere, parking restrictions, weight restrictions, everything. So if you ever deliver to London, always try and take your breaks if you need to before you arrive. So for an example, Beaconsfield is a great place to do it. You can do it in Luton as well, on the M1, or the M1 services themselves actually, just before you get into London Centre. There's one there, I can't remember what it's called, it might be like Gateway or something. So if you take your break then I've got 4.5 hours then of driving time to do what I need to do in London and get back out before I have to worry about parking up somewhere. Because the last thing you want to be doing is getting stuck in the centre of London. You can't find anywhere to park and you got like 15-20 minutes left of driving and just nowhere around. But this isn't too great. The services at Beaconsfield are currently getting roadworks done. So a small station as it is a little bit difficult now to try and find somewhere to park. I mean, how are you meant to get in there to take a break or anything? Oh crap, I don't know what to do. I really don't know what to do because I've only got 15 minutes left on driving time. So maybe I could pull up on the road on the outside, and that's what I might have to do. I mean, it's better than infringement, that's for sure. Right, so if I go this way, and in front of this truck, I'll be able to just pull up on the straight, I suppose, because there's no lines on the right hand side, so I should be okay just around here. I haven't really got much of an option, to be honest with you, have I? Park it here, so cars and trucks can still get past perfectly fine, it's all one way. So there is a lot of trucks in here, but at the time as I drove around, it was all barriered off, so I think they might be letting one in, one out. There's a lot of roadworks going on around here, doing all the resurfacing, which is good in the long run. I've been speaking to a guy who's manning the barrier, and I quite feel sorry for him, to be honest with you, because he just came over looking a little bit like concerned. He's like, you won't believe the amount of names everybody's been calling me as if it was my fault. I'm like, dude, don't worry about it, I parked on the side of the road. The other drivers can do the same, it's not your fault. You got to do roadworks at the end of the day, so people shouldn't be giving you abuse, should they? But unfortunately, people will be people, and that's what happens. Let's be honest with you, there's bigger things in life to worry about than parking. A good note, look at the bloody sky, it's beautiful. Middle of September, what is going on? I've only got 3 and a bit miles now to go. It's currently 10 to 12. So I'm still making on time as such for the estimate of 12 o'clock. Might be a little bit later now with the traffic the way it is. And I'm currently on the A40 trying to get in towards London. Luckily the place that I am going to though, it's on the industry estate just off the A40. I'm thinking it might be worth coming off the junction before, like the sat-nav's saying, because you've got all the roadworks up ahead. I think it's going to be closing one lane on the right hand side. If you're ever driving around London as well, just be careful with these little mopeds, little kamikaze bikes. They really do just dart in and out of all the traffic. And if there's a little bit of space for them to nip in there, they'll be nipping into that little bit. Currently saying 20 degrees as well at the moment. Yep, the far right lane is getting closed up ahead, so that's what's making a little bit more congestion. It is pretty cool, isn't it, on the top of that Vanguard building? The little plane on top. So I need to move over. It looks like I might have to come off at this junction, to be honest with you. Signs are saying HGV use left lane. This is a 10-foot wide limit. It's alright, won't be coming through this way anyway, on the way back. I think this is a junction that I could come off anyway. I'm not too sure if I've got to come off this one or can I actually stay on. Okay, the bridge is 16 foot, so I'm okay for that. It's just really the width, isn't it? By looks of it, I'm actually stuck and got to come off. Oh wait, no, I can stay on, go underneath the bridge, then I'll come off at the next junction. That's all right. Thought the cones were forcing me to come off at that next junction up there, but no, I'm okay. So the place that I need to try and get into is here on the left hand side. However, because of that tow truck there, I've got no chance of getting in there. I really don't. I'm going to have to try and sit back right down at the end. Thank you. Here on the right hand side to see how long that truck's going to be before he moves. And then once he moves, I can then drive down and get in position to reverse in. Quite good timing there, to be honest. There we go. A little bit later than wanted, but we got here. Only in London to get people parking like this. I mean, there's plenty of room to actually go around me in the car park instead of parking the way they did. Next job is about 35-40 minutes away and it's 20 miles to go. Try and take yourself out there nice and easily. Let this car through. And 20 miles, here we go. It's just next to Hatfield, I think it was last time I checked. So it's not too bad. We're going out of London at least and going a bit more north. Just about got the trailer across. Looks to be a fairly tight one here now, left hand turn. You can see the barrier where it's been battered in the past where trailers have cut it a little bit too tight. Perfect, cheers mate for hanging back. Just jump onto the Northern Circular route and then following that towards, I think it might be the A1M. I remember the first time I came to get onto the Northern Circular and I went into the middle lane thinking that both lanes turn right, and they don't. It's an absolute nightmare. So I had to go straight ahead, and then not at these next lights where I need to turn right, I had to turn right at the very end, and then I was ended up on some like little estate which was dead tiny and small, a bit like where the Royal Mail's going now. Oh, absolute nightmare. I had to turn it around, then come all the way back up this way to go back down. Oh, so if you're driving around London and you don't know which way you're going, obviously try and be observant as you can. Never just think it would make sense for 2 lanes to go to right when it's a really busy road. Oh yeah, and just try and get in lanes early as you can as well. Even if you're like half a mile away from where you're turning right, just get in that right lane and you just stay down it. It's just a lot easier instead of fighting at the very end to try and get over, because that is a headache at times. It can be, especially around London areas. This junction here is a really bad one for the HGVs. So what you need to do, don't sit in that left lane because it's too tight to get your trailer around. So try and take up both lanes. Keep your left indicator on though, so everybody knows where you're travelling. Then you can take it nice and wide then. This roundabout is an absolute nightmare. It's just too tight for trucks. Especially when it's really busy. You got cars parked up right next to you on your driver's side and you're trying to get past that little barrier. It's just easy to take up both lanes and just keep your left indicator on. Just coming past Hendon Central Station at the moment. A little bit chaotic around here, I'm not gonna lie. I need to take up a little bit of the right lane. Just gets a little bit more narrow there, doesn't it, in the left lane. All these vehicles parked up. Don't want somebody opening the door on me. To get to where we need to get to, it's pretty much just straight down this road really, just following it all the way around. Told you about kamikaze bikes before, didn't I? He's going for it, he's trying to get in between the 2 vans. He's trying his hardest then. Nearly got knocked off about 4 times going across the roundabout, that's for sure. Okay, A1 towards Hatfield North. And a quick flash of the hazards for letting me in. Cheers, buddy. When you're driving around London, does anybody else? Yeah, does anybody else get the theme song of Wacky Races in your head? Like Catch the Pigeon or whatever? Okay, you need to be careful on this little section here. So I'm going to keep the right indicator on. Keep my left mirror observed as much as I can whilst going around. Keep an eye on the right hand side as well. So got that left indicator on. Go. Sorry, right indicator, now onto the left. It can be quite hard sometimes. Concentrate on what you're doing, especially when you're driving around a roundabout in London, and then describe it all at the same time. Getting accurate after a while, but still, I mess up loads. Do you ever hear me like mispronounce anything or just pause whilst I'm driving around? That is why I'm just trying to concentrate on the mirrors, see what's happening, make sure nobody's popping up. Especially popping up where they shouldn't be anyway. So there is a weight limit down here, however don't think I'm directly into it. I think the weight limit starts to the left and I need to go straight ahead down there. Oh my word. Where am I going? I did Google Map it earlier on and it does look very, very small. So I remember saying to Chris when I was at the yard, I was like, right, okay. Looks like a little farm of some sort. So I'm just going to pull over here quickly. Just do a double check on the Google Maps so cars can still get past. Just to make sure. Let's just go a little bit further down and go ring the client. Just in case it's somebody who's on site. Just got a phone to our Ray. And he's saying, yeah, just keep going down that lane, just keep on going. Just keep following it right down there until you come to a black gate. It's a little bit tight for you and you go over a bridge. It does say 18 ton, but don't worry about that because it's access and you're okay to get over it. Okay. And then I asked him if it's okay for Arctics. He laughed. Might find it a little bit tight, mate, but it should be okay. Great. Oh, I'm not looking forward to this one. Hey ho, let's see what we can do with it anyway. And fingers crossed we don't get stuck. Oh my word, this is going to be a tight bridge, isn't it? Oh, yeah, it does look very tight. Oh, there's no weight limit on there, it's alright. I'm not at maximum load anyway. Oh my word, don't say I've got to reverse all the way down here. Just keep going around. Right, that's the black gates where I need to go through. Perfect. Looks like I can turn around inside there. Looks like quite a big yard, to be fair. But I need to try and get past these two vans. And there's Ray now. Very, very tight. Pretty much got to go into the bush so to get past that van that's parked on the left hand side. Oh, that's alright, isn't it? It's not too bad once you get around that corner. Hey, mate.
How old is it tonight?
Yeah, it's a little bit tight, like.
Well, they're normally not there, they're probably doing something, but
yeah.
That's why we don't have any dark going coming up here.
Right. Yeah.
Both sides, is it?
Yeah, it will be, yeah.
Right, because obviously, see where the fencing is, up this side, look, this side.
Yeah, yes, follow it right round to the right.
You have to get you on one side, because that's where it's quiet enough to do it. So,
yeah.
If it's not on that side, I don't know if you've got a trolley. I've got a book here, have you got a pallet truck?
I've not, mate, no.
Nothing, so you have to go on one side and have to
that's perfectly fine, that, mate, no worries. Cheers, bud. Yeah, what I'm going to do is reverse it straight down so I can pull straight out then. Nice and easy. And then when I leave, all I need to do is just get straight out. When you're driving down that little tight bit, you wouldn't really think all this would be here, would you? This could turn around, that's reverse down or that lane again. That'll be alright, won't it? That should do me there. Damn it. Alright, this is going to be a little bit tight. Let's keep far left over as I can. Take it nice and slow. There we go. We had about 7 inches then on one side. Just at right hand side van, the way it parked wasn't ideal. So for this corner, it needs to take up this little bit of extra corner space that's been provided. Just make sure the trailer follows it nicely around, doesn't take out half the wildlife in the area. Wasn't too bad in the end. Ah, right, there it is, down there. Very, very tight. It's not too bad. Normally, all these cars are right over. So, mate, you stay there, I'll be able to get around. Thank you. And it's the last unit here on the left. Not enough space to get around, unfortunately, so what I've got to do is reverse it towards them gates on the way out. It's easier than doing a blind reversing. Pretty good timing now, and that is the 3rd job down out of 4. So the last one is over in Milton Keynes, and it's 20 past 2 at the moment, due to get there for about 10 past 3, give or take. All you want to do is just guide it gently and to keep the rear axle close to the curb. A little bit of a left turn, only doing like little turns, like sort of nothing too drastic. And then back on the right, so literally that's the motion I'm doing at the moment. Nice and slow. A little bit more right, straighten up. Then off we go. Hopefully it's going to be a little bit easier getting out than what it was getting in. But this is probably the easiest I've ever got into this place. Normally you have cars all over this side, both sides as well, double parking all over. Take up a bit of the pavement so we can get the swing with the trailer. To get to Milton Keynes, I need to jump onto the M1 northbound, so just up the road, and then I'll come off on one of the A roads. I think it's the A5 that I need to take. 34 miles in total. Managed to claw back quite a bit of time there, haven't I? I'm not too sure where the collection is. I think it's a NN16 postcode off the top of my head. Walk across that bridge when we come to it. When he arrived here, so we could give the office a little bit of an ETA what time I'll be there for. I don't think I'll be there for 4 o'clock, unfortunately. I'm trying my best to get as close to 4 as I can. Just in Milton Keynes now, come off the A5 and following down one of the A roads. Don't ask me which one because I've not got a clue. Blindly following the sat nav at the moment. So hopefully it takes me to the right place. Weather's still really nice, wasn't it? Been nice overall today. Still saying 20 degrees. And 1 mile off the collection. And the time is currently 20 past 3, so I'm right on time. I'll be able to find out shortly as well what time I'm due to get to the collection for as well. I don't think it's going to be any time soon, if I'm being honest with you. Tried to claw back as much time as I possibly could today, but it just seems to be that little bit out of grasp, isn't it? Realistically. Where am I here? There we are. Unit I'm looking for, I think it's 44. Should be down here on the left. At least it's big enough, the place, which is always good. So I'm just here now on the right hand side, so we'll spin it round so I'm facing the right direction. The last thing I want is to be unloading and then another truck or somebody come and park here so I can't spin around. So I'm going to try and get my exit plan sorted first. I can park up here. Currently, it could be hit and miss whether I'm going to make it there on time. And I'm probably going to say I'm not going to be able to make it on time because I've currently got 4 minutes leeway. I've got an hour and 9 minutes driving. And it's an hour and 6 minutes to get there. Talking about cutting it fine. Hopefully they can accept the order at 6 o'clock instead. So I can hope for. Hopefully it's alright. Hopefully we can do it. I'm having an absolute nightmare at the moment, not gonna lie. I've just rang up the office now, spoke to them, given them a heads up, said I might not even be able to make it there. Because if I get there for around 6 o'clock, I'm going to be running out my 15 hours if I don't leave and find somewhere to park up within the hour. Now I'm getting loaded up 26 pallets, so I think that's going to be a little bit too fine for it. So the office will go to see if we can do load and go in the morning, which will be much better personally. It's currently 4:30. According to sat-nav, I'm due to get there for 5:30. I've got 1 hour and 9 minutes driving time. So with the traffic the way it is at the moment, it's just literally bumper to bumper. I don't think I'm going to get there within the hour like the sat-nav's saying. Unfortunately, it happens every so often. You can't really beat yourself up with it. And it's just one of them, isn't it? It's the way you got to see it. You win some, you lose some, unfortunately. And today we're not taking no W, are we? Just really heavy traffic. I think there might have been an accident on the A45 on the outskirts of Northampton. I think that's what's causing all this delay at the moment. Can't just be congestion, surely not. And oh, here we go. On the right hand side we've got the instant response for the national highways. as well as traffic officers as well trying to get through. Never a good sign, is it? Hopefully they're not injured. As if traffic's not bad enough, we've got somebody stopping here for a pee break now. What is going on? My word. I've literally done about quarter of a mile in an hour. So the A45 is definitely closed. I can just squeeze past, hopefully. My word. I know it's a bit of a nightmare though, isn't it, if you do get caught short, so I kind of get it in a way why he's done it. But it just doesn't help traffic situations. Ugh. It's just one of them days. It's just been an absolute nightmare of a day, hasn't it, from start to finish. Started off bad. It was alright midway, managed to catch a few hours back. Managed to get stuff delivered pretty quickly. And then it's kind of finishing badly now as well. It's currently 5:05. According to SatNav and Google Maps, it's going to be an hour and 15 minutes to get to where I need to go to. I've got 50 minutes driving time. So I need to take a 45-minute break to cover the driving time. Hey, however, that's going to be bringing me 20 minutes, give or take. Yeah, it's probably going to give me about 20 minutes, give or take, to get a collection of 26 pallets, loaded up, booked in, etc., sort paperwork out, and then leave and find somewhere to park up. Realistically, it's not happening. I've told the office, look, tried my best. Unfortunately, with everything that's happened today and the situation that I'm in at the moment, it's not going to be getting done. So we're trying to arrange at the moment if they can do a load and go for tomorrow morning. I've said to her I could be there for about 6. It's no problems. We're there for about 6 o'clock in the morning, get loaded up, deliver it to crew. Job's a good one. But that's if they can do it. So I'm just waiting to hear back from them at the moment. But this is the worst bit of traffic I've sat in a while, to be fair. Luckily it's not like this all the time. Well, it must have been a bad accident. Yep, thought so. The road itself is actually closed, but it's just caused absolute chaos. Now the only problem is I've got to go towards the town centre and Bedford. Hopefully the road's going to be okay. I'm not too sure which way it's going to try and take me. Just spoke to the office and we've rebooked it now for tomorrow morning to get there for 5:30. So it's going to be a 9-hour reduced rest tonight, definitely. That's if we get anywhere to park up for the night. So this is absolutely crazy. Don't have a clue which way I'm meant to be going here at the moment. Really don't. Because I think the whole of 45's closed, so instead of going towards the town centre, because I think that's just going to be absolute chaos at this time of night, I'm going to try and take it up towards one of the other A roads. I don't even know which A road it's going to be, but it's going to be a different one. Wish me luck. I just need this day to be over and wake up tomorrow with a nice, fresh, good day ahead of us instead of just chaos after chaos. So look at all the traffic there to the left hand side. It's like a car park. It's literally ridiculous. I'm looking at about 36 to 40 minutes before I get to the services. Currently dropped onto the A5095 and I'm hoping this is going to be the right way to take me up to the A14 on Kettering. And I don't want want to jinx it, but traffic looks pretty good at the moment. Let's try not to speak too early the way. Thank you. Oh, the stress is real, folks. I don't normally do drama on this channel, but today has been complete BS. It really has. It's taken me nearly 3 hours to get from the last place, and I'm not even at Kettering yet. I don't even know where I am. Because right now I've had to pull over into a bus stop, and I'm on the A5076 trying to get to the A508, which has been an absolute nightmare. Low bridges, weight limits, traffic. Because of the A45, it's just caused such a headache, and literally it's taken me 3 hours to do a journey. It would take an hour and 10 minutes normally. I think I might be getting an infringement for today, for a little bit later on, for the 15-hour working time, and I really don't want to be getting any infringements if possible, but I might be stuck. And it's 6:10 at the moment, so I've been in for 14 hours and 10 minutes. I've got 27 minutes left on break, and that will clear the driving time, because I've only got 10 minutes driving time left. By the time I finish my break, I'll have 20 minutes to drive 15 miles. So that's where I'm thinking I might be going over my infringement working hours for, it'll probably be like 5 or 10 minutes if that. So all I have to do is sign an infringement off when I get back. Hopefully, you know, Volta will be all right with it. Do manual printout as well, and keep that with me for 28 days, and just write on the back of it, A45 closure, roads, chaos, nowhere safe to park. And that's why I will be going over my 15 hours, because it's the only safe place I can park, really, because every single road, as you can see at the moment, are all just little A roads with nothing on there other than a bus lane that I can jump in from a break, and I can't take an 9-hour rest period in a bus lane because it would just cause chaos. And it's not really a safe place to park, really, is it? So I'm stuck. Stuck and tired, but we'll get to Rothwell soon, get some nice food, get a drink, chill out, put my feet up for an hour, watch a film, and then 9 hours later, start the ball rolling again. Despite that, I've managed to get to the services. Unfortunately, I've gone over my 15 hours, so I've got to put my hands up. Probably one or two things throughout the day I could have changed, but unfortunately, because the accident has put me back. The A14, there's 2 laybys that I drove past, and all of them were full as well, because it's 7 o'clock now. I got onto the service itself at 7 o'clock bang on, so I would have been all right. If I drove around the corner to the car park and the car park was full, I've then gone over the 15 hours by about 1 or 2 minutes. So what I've got to do now is do the, as I said before, manual printout, get that done, right at the back of it, accident on the roads, etc. Next safe place to pull over, or safe place for 9-hour rest at least. So unfortunately, yeah, can't really help that, and time from time, it's out of your control, and it happens. You just can't beat yourself up about it, to be honest. As you can see, really full here today. Rammed. Plan of action now for the rest of the night is just chill out, have a burger, get up for about 4:30, get there for 5:30 collection, and yeah, hopefully tomorrow, fingers crossed, it's gonna be a better day. It does make me laugh, all this place. A little bit like a bingo hall, all the numbers getting called out, and we'll put the hands up for what the food is. Well, at least I can finish the day on a high note, and a pint. And after that tasty burger, I've got to say I'm absolutely bloated, really full. So much for a diet of that lot, eh? I'm going to call it a night. So if you did enjoy the video, don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and I'll see you again tomorrow at 7 PM. Hopefully this gets uploaded on time and that for you. Well, the time now is 8 o'clock, and I need to be at the place tomorrow for 5:30. So it's going to be about 4:30, get up I think, and then leave here for about 4:45. Shouldn't be too bad, it's doable I think. Again, thank you for all the support, I really do appreciate it. So take care of yourself, have a good night, bye for now.